cities. 4 cities. That's a weekend for me.
When Ellen thought she was in control, these celebrities turned the tables, and the results were painfully hilarious. Ellen Degeneres might be the queen of daytime TV, but even she can't escape a sharp-tongued celebrity. From roasting tours to name mishaps, these moments left her red-faced on air. Wanda Sykes roasts Ellen.
What, somebody could just talk to them, tell them all kind of crazy stuff?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's,
Jesus, Ellen, what's wrong with you? It's gonna be great. And yeah, you toured for your special, huh?
Well, I didn't really.
Yeah, you were nice enough to give me a jacket from your tour.
Yeah, I didn't.
You actually had tour jacket.
Well, it
made up.
It wasn't a tour. It was.
No, it says tour.
Well,
it says tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 cities. 4 cities. That's a weekend for me. That's not a tour, Ellen. You did some dates. And look, and 3 of the cities is in California.
You know it's going to be good when Wanda Sykes walks in, because she's one of the few comedians who can match Ellen's quick wit, punch for punch. But this time, Ellen wasn't ready. It all started innocently enough. Wanda was talking about traveling with her kids. She mentioned they flew coach, and Ellen instantly jumped in with that signature grin, trying to tease her. But Wanda, you have jobs. Why not sit in first class? Big mistake. Without missing a beat, Wanda fired back, saying Ellen's big 4-city tour was nothing more than a weekend getaway with merch. The audience lost it. Ellen tried to laugh it off, fumbling to defend her so-called tour, but Wanda wasn't done. Her tone was playful, but every joke landed like a jab. Ellen's smile tightened, the laughter kept rolling, and for once, it felt like she was the one getting roasted on her own show. Sean Hayes humiliates Ellen.
You've been on the air for 15 years.
On this particular show, yes. Yes. I've also done other things in the past,
Well,
but yes.
I'm not going to read your resume.
Yes, which I'll do now.
Okay, great.
So Will
So seamless. No wonder you've been on for 15 years. Yeah. People are like, do you see her transitions are
That was a good segue.
Yeah,
because I connected it. I said, that's what I'll do now.
I know. Can't shut it off on Ellen's brain.
And then came Sean Hayes, the Will and Grace star who didn't just roast Ellen. He practically held a mirror up to her own show. Their banter started light, with Ellen teasing Sean about his sitcom's ups and downs. But Sean wasn't playing the passive guest role. He leaned back, smirked, and fired off. No wonder you've been on for 15 minutes. The crowd howled. Ellen tried to shift gears, but Sean wasn't done. He mocked her quick interview style, jumping from one topic to another without warning, saying it felt like talking to a GPS that keeps recalculating. Ellen tried to regain control by mentioning his show's cancellations, but Sean flipped it effortlessly, reminding her how long her show had been around. Maybe too long. The back and forth was sharp, awkward, and hilarious, one of those rare times when Ellen realized she'd just been outmaneuvered on her own turf. Wendy Williams' direct insults.
As I want to not like him, I love his new song, and he really is cute, and some people say that he looks like you.
Wendy Williams. She didn't come to play nice. True to Wendy, she attacked straight for the jugular on her visit. The subject changed when Wendy dropped a bomb with a casual smirk to Justin Bieber. He looks like you, Ellen. The audience gasped, then half laughed, half cringed. Ellen attempted to wave it off and force a chuckle, but you could see the hurt in her eyes. She wasn't the one creating the joke for once. Rather, she was the punchline. The punchline was what fans immediately noticed, and they shared videos of it online with remarks like, Ellen didn't see that coming. Kathy Griffin's subtle shade.
Had a beef with, not a good experience.
Oh boy.
A blonde talk show host. Daytime.
Oh, you caught that. I'm so foolish. I thought I was writing like a sneaky blind item.
No.
But I think, someone said something about whatever. So, yeah, I'm talking about Ellen Degeneres.
Then there is Kathy Griffin, the queen of unfiltered honesty. She took it to print. She did not roast Ellen face to face. In her book, Kathy disclosed that Ellen was not quite the supporting girl's girl Hollywood portrayed her to be. She reported a chat she once had with Joan Rivers in which they both talked about Ellen's frigid and dismissive demeanor. toward other women comedians, instead of encouraging them. Kathy simply stated it, delicate yet crisp rather than raging. Some supporters supported Ellen, others nodded knowledgeably. It hurt more because it came from a peer who had seen behind the curtain, not an on-air fight. Ellen's kindness brand, developed over the years, began to shatter all of a sudden. Kathy, too, without setting foot on her platform, humiliated Ellen in a way that seemed more personal, like a truth bomb, wrapped in a composed demeanor. Clint Eastwood smashes Ellen's piñata.
I showed you a gift that one of my viewers sent in. It's a piñata that's supposed to be me, I think. There it is.
This one was designed as a humorous moment, but instead devolved into utter, uncomfortable mayhem. Ellen felt she would surprise Clint Eastwood with a life-sized piñata of herself. Something humorous. Yes, you heard correctly, herself. She spread it proudly, waiting for Clint to laugh and participate along. The man didn't pause, rather. Like he was back in an old Western shootout, he snatched the bat and began hammering the piñata. Every swing drew a louder ovation from the audience, and Ellen's smile began to fade fast. Though she tried to be funny, the expression on her face spoke it all. She did not like this one bit. Clint, cool and collected, kept going until the head of the piñata practically came off. Sure, it was humorous, but the picture of Clint smashing Ellen on her own show felt more allegorical than anyone had anticipated. Ricky Gervais versus Ellen.
Always have a beverage in your hand. You're drinking most of the night.
Yeah. If I didn't drink, I wouldn't be brave enough to say some of the things I'm going to say.
I see. So at what hour do you start drinking before the show?
Well, it starts very early. So... Thank you
look
very
great,
much.
by the way.
I look great?
Yeah.
Is that sarcasm?
No, it wasn't.
You see, this is the thing with you. It's a talk show. Oh, you look great. Even though... Look at me. Of course I don't look great. Look! I'm worse than last.
Then came the king of savage humor himself, Ricky Gervais. Ellen tried to mock him, asking if he was really going to drink before hosting the Golden Globes. Without missing a beat, Ricky grinned and said, "Of course, that's what gives me the courage to tell the truth." The crowd erupted, but Ellen's smile looked tighter than usual. Ricky didn't stop either. Later on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, he doubled down, joking about how getting older made him stop pretending about anything, even Hollywood's fake politeness. He threw in a jab about honesty being his brand, a clear wink to Ellen's once famous "Be Kind" motto. The contrast was brutal. Ricky was the blunt truth-teller, Ellen the one trying to keep up appearances. In that moment, the tables flipped entirely, and Ellen had no comeback that could match his. Dakota Johnson calls Ellen a liar.
I was on the show last year. You gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
And then, the internet's favorite, the Dakota Johnson moment. What started as a casual interview turned into one of the most awkward TV exchanges ever. Ellen joked that Dakota hadn't invited her to her birthday party, and Dakota didn't even blink before saying, "That's not true, Ellen. You were invited." The audience gasped, then laughed nervously. Ellen scrambled to recover, but Dakota wasn't done. She even reminded Ellen that the last time she was there, Ellen wasn't exactly nice to her. And when Ellen tried to smooth things over by mentioning comedians, Dakota coolly replied that her favorite was Tig Notaro, not Ellen. That silence that followed, it was deafening. Ellen laughed it off, but her body language gave it away. She was rattled. That clip went viral instantly, and to this day, fans still call it the moment Dakota Johnson single-handedly broke the Ellen illusion. Giada De Laurentiis, cooking disaster.
So let's roll some balls. Come on.
Let's
Ready?
roll.
We got some risotto.
All right.
We only have a few minutes. We got to get something done.
All right, roll some balls.
So we've
Me
got,
too.
Yes, you I'm just going to stand here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, you too. So
I've
you
got
just
bowls.
scoop it with the ice
Yeah.
cream scooper.
And what?
I've got it.
Okay.
How do you make this in the
There.
first place, though?
In my
In
hand?
your hand. Yes. Now roll it. Yeah.
Then came the cooking chaos with celebrity chef Giada De Laurentiis, and it was pure disaster, from start to finish. Giada was there to do a fun kitchen segment with Ellen and Nicole Kidman, but Ellen just couldn't follow her lead. Giada tried explaining the recipes step by step, but Ellen and Nicole kept messing everything up, especially when it came to rolling risotto balls. At one point, Ellen's dish looked so bad that even Giada couldn't hide her frustration. She laughed, but it was the kind of laugh that said, "Please get me out of here." Her tone shifted into teacher mode, explaining like she was talking to toddlers. The audience roared as Ellen tried to defend her soggy creation, which looked more like dog food than Italian cuisine. The tension was funny, but it was also painfully clear. Ellen was completely out of her depth. Justin Timberlake's song Mispronunciation.
Does he really know the words to that song?
He's kind of smart.
No, he's
kind of smart, you guys.
Yeah. He's got two smart parents.
You didn't get that far from me.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You know how much I love that song.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
And finally, the Justin Timberlake moment. A mix of charm, chaos, and cringe. Ellen claimed she loved one of his songs, but the second she said the title, Justin caught her mispronouncing it. He laughed, teasing her about whether she'd even heard the song before. Ellen, instead of admitting it, doubled down, insisting she was right and refusing to show the video proof. What made it worse was how she turned to the audience, rallying them to back her up. And they did, of course. She was Ellen. But Justin wasn't buying it. He just shook his head, smiling that, "Sure, whatever you say." Smile that said it all. It was a perfect mix of playful and awkward, and another moment where Ellen's need to control the room backfired. By the end, it wasn't the song that everyone remembered. It was how she fumbled it live. Hasan Minhaj name, mispronunciation, call out.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's Hasan Minhaj.
No.
Yes.
No.
Really?
Well, my name is Hasan Minhaj.
Then Hasan Minhaj came and completely encapsulated Ellen's blind spot. Ellen kept mispronouncing his name, referring to him as Hasan from the start. Once gently correcting her, he was still unable to get it right. Finally, Hasan leaned in and commented, "If you can pronounce Hasan Minhaj, you can pronounce Timothée Chalamet." Though it was also potent, the crowd erupted in laughter. One could sense the change in the room. Hasan was making a point about respect and awareness live on national television. He wasn't being harsh. Though obviously uncomfortable, Ellen laughed it off and tried to move on. Hasan's quiet confidence, however, stole the spotlight. It was more than just a correction. It was a cultural comeback. Ellen's long-held charisma met its match at that very second, and all watching understood it. Hasan treated her with honesty and elegance, not out of malice. From subtle digs to outright humiliation, these celebrities proved Ellen isn't invincible. Each moment reminded us that no matter how big, the host, humor, honesty, and sharp wit can flip the script and make even the queen of daytime TV squirm under the spotlight. Like, share, and subscribe for more moments like these.